So what is happening, Steam? Episode 2, Cardio and Crypto. So last night I went to a supper club run by Allah's Yummy Food, and it had quite a few Steamians there. And one of the conversations that came up was how can crypto increase adoption? Now for me the answer is quite straightforward. The best way to increase adoption, if you're aiming to be a disruptive technology, is to ease friction within the existing system. So if you look at the advent of, say, the email, that eased the friction that was in the postal service. If you look at advances in things like VHS to DVDs to online streaming, it eases the friction in content consumption. Even something like Uber, it eases the friction in being able to get a cheap taxi ride. Crypto has to aim to do the same. So we have to look at where there is the pain points in the existing system and see where crypto can ease the friction. You know, we don't need to necessarily come up with ground-breaking solutions that are going to change the face of the earth. Sometimes all you need to do is just ease an existing friction. So for example, where Bitcoin shines is in places like Venezuela, where people have problems sending money back from abroad because of the ban on the US dollar, etc. Bitcoin eases the friction for those people, because now, rather than finding innovative ways to send money back, they can just click a button on the computer and the value is transferred in 10 minutes. Now, for somebody who lives in a Western country where being able to send money is quite straightforward, the idea of it taking 10 minutes to do anything is anathema. You know, you've got contactless payments, you've got all these kind of centralized solutions which serve a purpose for us. So, not such a great sell in terms of convincing people to use crypto as purely as a means of transacting over and above existing systems. Although if you look at stores of value, then maybe crypto has more of a use case, in the sense that people look at existing stores of value and think, well, are they serving my purpose, and could Bitcoin be an alternative? But if you're looking at other applications that are now being built on platforms like EOS and Ethereum, the key is to find a way to ease frictions. So for example, something like Steam, yes, it's nice that people can get paid for their content. However, there is a lot of friction to get to that payment. You know, you have to use a lot of brain space to understand how crypto works in order for it to be a benefit to you. So for Steam to get more adoption, the onboarding ramp needs to be simple. The ability to move money in and out of Steam, I'm talking about fiat money in and out of Steam, needs to be simple. And also the narrative needs to be simple. I think a narrative along the lines of Steam being a competitor to Patreon could help in terms of being able to explain to people one of the reasons why you would buy Steam. Rather than donating via Patreon, you can have a far more sophisticated means of contributing to your favorite content. content producers using the Steam model, where you retain some of your value, but you're able to influence how awards are distributed. Anyway, so yeah, just a quick one, really, just to say that the key to adoption for disruptive technologies is easing existing frictions, making people's lives simpler, eliminating existing complexities rather than introducing new ones. Okay, I'm gone. Crypto and cardio, back on my cardio grind.